What is going on, guys? This is Klutch once again, and oh my god, this is not a search and destroy game. Say what? If you've seen any of the other videos so far, you'll notice that I've only posted search and destroy games, since that's what I'm best at, and I'm not too shabby at the other two competitive game types as well. Well, I mean, you would have to be to go far in this game, and those are the intentions. But anyway, as you can see in this game, this is a league play capture the flag game Zach and I were in the other day. I played really aggressive this game. My intentions were just to slay and get cut-offs, but this was actually meant to be part of the new series, Live League Play with LunaTix, but I messed up the audio levels once again. I say once again because I already made a video, a hardpoint video, but that was messed up as well. I thought I'd fix the audio levels, but apparently I didn't. The game sound is still a lot louder than Zach and the other people that are in the party or in the game, so yeah, you can hardly hear him compared to the game sound, so I decided not to post that. But anyway, I decided because of that I'm just going to commentate over this gameplay on a topic that has been debated quite a lot lately in the competitive scene, and that is the FAL. I'm just going to give my thoughts, and my thoughts only. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and this is just my 2 cents. My role on LunaTix, as you probably already know, is to anchor or support or sometimes just slay, for example in CTF, which I'm doing right now. And 90% of the time I have to use an assault rifle. Not I have to use, I prefer to use an assault rifle. That's why I play this role. So when it comes to choice of gun, there's only really 3 viable choices in my opinion. And I'm happy to use either one of them. I have no problem using any of the guns. But the gameplays that I've posted so far have either been the FAL or M8 gameplays. But I also use the AN94 as well. I enjoy using that. But at the start of the game, I heard that the Type 25 would be decent, but it's not really all that compared to these 3, and the M27 doesn't have enough damage for my liking. So basically I'm left with 3 choices out of the assault rifles, and that's the FAL, the M8 and the AN94. When it comes to the FAL, I don't have a problem when people use it against me, and I enjoy using it as well. Yes, I think it's overpowered, but do I think it should be banned? No. Maybe nerfed or something along those lines, but let's be serious here. Is the one gun like in the game so godlike that anyone with no gun skill at all can just like show up to an event and go huge and win something, or even place fairly high? I don't think so. Like, honestly, I don't think so. You still need to be skilled to do well with that weapon. If you got terrible aim and you can't shoot for shit, then you're not gonna kill anything. I'm just saying. You still have to be skilled in some way or the other to use the gun. Like map movement, rotations, all that stuff comes into play. If you're terrible at that, then you're not gonna do well just because of one gun. Yes, it kills in 2 bullets, but look at the M8. You can get a kill with 1 burst. Even though the bursts are 4 bullets, you can still kill with 1 burst, which will go off in about the same time as how much you can shoot like 2 FAL bullets. So it's around the same in my eyes. But the fact is, the only reason people complain about the FAL and not the M8 and its 1 burst is because the FAL is actually consistent. The M8 isn't, so it varies from 1 to 2 to even 3 bursts to kill someone sometimes with that gun. And this gameplay right here is with the M8, and it's not my best, but you can see the inconsistency right here. In the video, it takes a different amount of bursts every time to kill someone. With the FAL, it's consistent and it's 2 or 3 shot kill. If the FAL was so easy to use and godlike, then why don't we see teams with 4 FALs? I'm not saying I'd like to see that, because that would make the game a lot slower and not as fun to watch in my eyes. But look at Black Ops 1. We saw a lot of teams with 4 FAMASs all the time because it was the best gun and everyone could actually use it. That was a different case. Everyone could actually use that gun, but the FAL is different because if you don't have a trigger finger, then you might as well not bother. I don't have a scuff personally, but I will be getting one soon, and I don't even know if I need one, but if you I don't know, like if you look at my gameplay, you can see that I can shoot the FAL faster than most people that actually have a scuff, and Zach can as well. But honestly, if people have a problem with the FAL, that's fair. If you're a player that uses a submachine gun, I can see how it can be frustrating getting melted by 2 bullets over and over again. But it brings me back to the point about it being nerfed. Like, make the FAL a 3 bullet kill and reduce the clip size at the same time, because I'm not even gonna bullshit right here. The FAL clip is way too big. Like, I don't remember how big it is. I think it's 25 bullets, I'm not too sure. But you can spray for days and just hit your last 2 shots and get a kill. So I say reduce the clip size and also make it a 3 bullet kill. Kind of lost track of what I was saying there, but anyway, that brings me back onto the topic of the M8. Aside from the FAL, it's probably the best gun to use at range, and also pick people off head glitches and stuff, because the AN94 isn't that great at doing that. But the downfall of the M8 is its consistency, as I said before. Not knowing how many bursts is going to kill someone kind of puts doubt into my mind at times, because there's sometimes where I put 2 bursts into someone thinking, yep, they're definitely dead, turn away and I get killed. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a FAL only guy. I honestly have more fun and prefer to use the M8. But I'm just saying, don't ban the gun, just nerf it. If I don't have a problem coming up against the FAL, because I know if my shot is on with the M8, then I can kill that guy. Other assault rifles like the AN94 aren't that great long range. It's better suited to mid-range gunfights, and I don't know, I would much rather people have more choice of what they can use at events. Like, honestly, as I've said many times already before in this video, I think the FAL should just be nerfed, and if that gun gets banned, then I don't know what'll be next. Probably shotguns, since the KSG is 1 shot 1 kill from ridiculous range if you get a headshot, two shots to the chest or upper body. But I don't know, the Remington hat can be pretty crazy too in some situations, but that's just my opinion. Banning all these guns will lower the diversity of the game, in my opinion, and won't make it as fun to watch. I'll still watch it because I love Call of Duty, and I love the competitive nature of COD, and I absolutely love esports. And look at this nade right here, I love that one. But anyway, back onto the topic. The Cap 40 went, and I had no problem with that. Like, I don't know, I thought, well, actually no, I don't really care about the Cap 40 going, because you can still use the B23R. A lot of people have even been complaining about that lately because of its 1 burst ability. I just don't know in this community. Like, everyone complains about everything. But honestly, if the FAL goes, then I just see it being an M8 fest. M8 and what's that gun? M8 and MSMC at events. Those will be the 2 main choice of weapons in my eyes. Actually, no, the MP7 will be used as well, but that's another thing. Like, in terms of diversity, if the FAL goes, then it'll just be M8, AN94, MP7 and MSMC, because not many people use the PDW anymore since that got nerfed. I wish the MSMC didn't get nerfed, because I'd still use the sub every now and again if it didn't. But I don't know, I just don't completely agree with getting rid of the FAL. But that's just my opinion. Feel free to leave yours in the comment section below, because I'd love to hear your take on the matter. There's not long left to go, so I'll just finish up this commentary basically going through my thought process on how I play. Here, I knew that there wasn't anyone around here basically, so I was just going to go back alley, because I had a feeling they'd spawn park. Got a call out from Zach saying that there was one in yellow, so I was going to wrap back around and try and pick him up. Probably shouldn't have shot at him there. Probably should have just ran bottom brown and probably would have got away with it, but he wall banged me like a motherfucker right there and picked up the kill, so we didn't get the 3rd cap. But when it comes to the FAL, in this situation here, I probably would have melted him with 2 bullets, but there it took me like, what, 3 or 4 bursts with the M8, even though I missed half my shots. You can still see the doubt that it puts in your mind. And right there, that's what I was saying about picking people off from head glitches with this gun. Picked one of them off, didn't manage to get the second, but with the AN94 I probably wouldn't have got that kill. Maybe I would have, but I'm more confident in the M8 at that range. I just reset my stats as well, which I'm kind of regretting now because I forgot about losing camos. I hit Master Prestige, well, almost Master Prestige. I was like 10 levels off, and I was like, fuck it, YOLO, I'm resetting, because I like leveling up, oddly enough. I don't know, without leveling on COD, it's kind of boring to me. But yeah, that's the end of this game. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, guys. I really want to know your take on the FAL being banned or whatnot, or not being banned. But yeah, that was the end of the game. I went 34-11. Not too bad, not the best, but that is it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. It has been Klutch. Looking forward to reading your comments down below and your opinions. But till next time, peace.
Objective parameters obtained. Well done.